I'm Nikki Bush, talent whisperer, creative parenting expert, speaker and author, and I'm here with Dr. Graeme Codrington, who is a futurist and a global speaker, and he's also the co-author of Future-Proof Your Child, our best-selling book published by Penguin a couple of years ago. And Graeme, in that book we talk about the future world of work, the rise of new industries, the fall of old industries. What do parents and teachers need to know about tomorrow today? Why do we need to think like futurists? Do we need to think like futurists?
Yeah, you know, Nikki, I do a lot of work with businesses, helping their strategists, their leadership teams to think like futurists. It's a great phrase, people understand it. And we understand it because in business, you've got to make decisions about the future. You've got to know where your customers are going to come from in the future, what they're looking for. You've obviously got to make short-term future decisions about stock levels and cash flow. But thinking like a futurist is about looking 5, 10, 15 years out and making strategic decisions for your business. Now, you get that in business, and I think then when you think about your job as a parent, if your child comes to you and says, "Hey Dad, Mom, what must I be when I grow up?"
Yeah, and that's a loaded question today, because we sort of don't really know when 60 to 70% of the jobs our children will do haven't yet been invented. But you've picked up on some trends that are reshaping the world of work. So what sort of trends should parents be watching? Should we be watching those trends?
Absolutely.
And how does that inform us to help inform our children?
And so the very same tools and tips that businesses need, parents need, because we're preparing our children for that world of work. Businesses need to prepare themselves. Our children are going to be the customers and the staff of the future. So this is teachers, parents need to, I think, do three key things. The first is we've got to have a look at what is changing in the world of work. So trends related to flexible working from home, the on-demand workforce,
technology.
Use of technology exactly in the workforce. The second thing is we do need to look at which industries, which sectors are dying and which are growing.
Yeah, and we've got a fabulous section in the book, Future-Proof Your Child. It's all there.
Yeah. And the third thing that I think we need to do is look at the skills that are going to be required. There are skill sets that are emerging right now. So a simple example, at school, we should be teaching all of our children to do coding, learning how to do software development, programming. Not because every child is going to become a programmer, but every child has to understand the mindset, the thinking behind if this, then that type of coding.
And also the fact that we'll be surrounded by more and more machines doing more and more of our work, and we have to teach the machines how to do the work.
And even if we're not going to be the programmer ourselves, we still have to know their language enough to be able to speak to them. And so that's just a simple example of one skill. I think there are a whole list of skills. Again, in our book, we talked about a number of those skills that people needed. And I think as a parent, as an educator, this is not something you can just leave up to the business world. We as parents need to work with teachers at schools to help the schools develop and grow their curriculum. Government isn't going to move fast enough for us,
no, so we have to
take
the lead.
Schools have to supplement. Yeah. Good schools, good teachers are doing this already, but as parents we need to support them and work together to help our children be future fit.
And I think one of the things that we need to say for parents and teachers is we can't be specific, and so whatever children go and study, whatever their field of interest is, just know you're going to have to keep learning, keep adapting, and keep adopting as the world around us changes. So there's no magic pill that if you go and study this, you will definitely get a job. We're going to have to keep working as the world of work evolves to adapt to that world.
And I think, and people who work in business already know this to be true. We're not looking for particular professions to fit into particular slots anymore. We're looking for people with a range of skills that are able to be flexible, adaptable, resilient,
who have cross-qualifications,
exactly.
Who can adapt when a company, for example, shuts down a division because it's irrelevant. And can then be redeployed somewhere else in the organization or outside of the organization.
So maybe my final message to any parents watching this is Panic more and panic less. Panic more because you do need to get your head around the fact that the world is changing dramatically and we're not keeping up. That's where people like Nikki and other members of our team, Ray and others, are putting together lots of different programs. We've got books, resources, check them all out to help you. And then panic less, because actually we live in a world of remarkable opportunity. Our children are going to be fine. They really are, as long as we don't push them into the little boxes that we had when we were their age. You know, lawyer, doctor, engineer, accountant, actuary, vet, architect. We need to set them free into the opportunities that this new world holds, supporting them as much as they need to, but sending them out, I think, with a sense of excitement into a wonderful 21st century.
Thanks, Graeme. So really what you're saying is we need to broaden our perspectives. We need to open our minds up to the opportunities that are out there, because there are amazing possibilities that we've never seen before. And if parents, teachers, anyone involved with employing millennials and young talent out there would like to come and hear more, I'm organising an event at Henley Business School on the 4th of April. We've got Ray de Villiers from Tomorrow Today, your organisation, coming to chat about talent redefined, and Samir Roji from the Google School of Life Design, and we are going to have an amazing evening of insights, sharing experiences, and looking at what that future world of work might look like. So hop on to nikkibush.com and you can make a booking there.